Why are you worried? Why are you worried? Why are you worried? Didn't you pray about it? Didn't you pray about it? Didn't you pray about it? Didn't you give it to God? Didn't you tell him he was more than able to handle this situation? So why are you still worried about it? Why are you taking thought for your life? He told you don't take any thought for your life. Why are you taking thought? Why are you worried about tomorrow? Don't you know who holds tomorrow? Why are you trying to work it out? Why are you trying to work this situation out? Stop worrying. Start worshiping. Yeah, that's right. Lift your hands. Just lift your hands. Cast your burden. Whatever that burden is, cast your burden. Cast your burden on him. Why are you holding on to that concern? Why are you losing sleep at night, sitting up all night thinking about it? That won't fix it. Trying to work it out in your head, that won't change the situation. You said you trust him. You said you trust God. You said, Lord, I trust you. That's what you said. You said, God, I know you're in control. That's what you said. You sat right there and said it. Yes, you did. You said, Lord, I trust you. You're in control of this situation, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to put it in your hands. So why you keep taking it out of his hands? You put it in his hands, and you come and take it out of his hands. You pray and then worry. What's the point in praying? What's the point in praying if you're going to worry about it? What's the point in praying if you're going to worry about it? Stop, listen to me, worrying. Put your trust in God. Put your trust in God. Matthew 6:33 says, seek first the kingdom and his way of doing things, and all this stuff will be added to you. He is Jehovah Jireh. Well, he's the guy that supplies all my needs. That's not what that means. That's not what that word means. Stop saying that. Stop telling people that. That's not the correct translation of that word. Jehovah Jireh is not just the God who meets your needs. Let's look at the context. God tells Abraham, he says, I want you to sacrifice Isaac. I want you to sacrifice Isaac and go to the mountain and sacrifice Isaac. Abraham takes the wood, he takes the knife, he takes the rope. And he tells Isaac, we're going to sacrifice to the Lord. And then Isaac, being a young man, he asks his father, he says, Daddy, there's a problem here. I see rope, I see wood, I see a knife, but where's the lamb? Where's the ram? Where's the sacrifice? And here's what Abraham said, God will provide. Is that not what Abraham said? He said, God will provide. And the Bible says, of course, Abraham was in mid-stroke about to sacrifice his son, and the angel of the Lord appeared to Abraham and said, Abraham, stay your hand. By this I know that you will teach your children to serve me, to worship me. And the Bible says, and there God revealed himself. There in that place, God revealed himself as Jehovah Jireh. Jehovah Jireh. What does that mean? It means the one who sees. The God who sees. He foresees every situation that you're going to walk through. He has already seen your future. He has already foreseen. He already has foreknown your destiny. He's seen it beforehand. God knew what he was going to do. God knew what he was going to do. He wanted Abraham to get a revelation. He wanted Abraham to get a revelation. He wanted Abraham to know another dimension of God that he had never known before. And that is the God who is able to intervene, who sees and intervenes. Why are you worried? I'm telling you, it's rigged. This fight is fixed. You cannot lose. You can't lose. You can't lose. Tag somebody and tell them you can't lose. What are you worried about? Oh, well, I don't know what the interest rate is going to be. God knows. But my house, God knows that too. But my husband, you know about him too. My children, yep, them too. Yeah, but I don't, yep, that too. Romans 8:28, for all things work together, shout somebody, for good to them who love God, who are called according to his purpose. All things work together for good to them who love God, who are called according to his purpose. So what you worried about? You, I'm talking to you. You, what are you worried about? But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, COVID and this and this and that and interest rates and blah and blue and blah. What are you worried about, my beloved friends? Don't you know that the God who brought you this far will carry you through? He'll bring you out of it. I'll be honest, I know what it feels like to worry. But I gave it over to him. I said, Lord, you take it. I can't. You deal with it. You deal with it. He is not only Jehovah Jireh, he's El Shaddai. See, the reason why some of you guys are holding on to that little you have in your hand, that little seed you have in your hand, you holding on to it and you trying to make it work and extend it and manipulate it. God said, just sow that seed. Stop trying to make it work. You're trying to eat seed. That seed is not for eating, it's for sowing. But if you're fearful, if you're doubtful, you won't do it. You're going to be looking at what you have. You're going to be looking at what you have. Stop worrying. Stop fretting. Stop being afraid. Stop looking at your limited resources. Stop taking thought for your life. What you're going to eat, what you're going to drink, what you're going to put on. God's going to take care of you. I guarantee you, the Lord will fight this battle for you. In fact, I'll submit to you a proper exposition of what I just said. He's already fought it and won. And won. And not and won, come on, like basketball, but and he won the battle. Share this with somebody. I love you. I've been praying and worshiping. I've been crying earlier, just thinking about the goodness of God. Thinking about how faithful he's been to me. Even, listen to this, even when I wasn't. Even when I was unfaithful, God was faithful. Share this.